Hey, we're live, and God Almighty, what garbage that was that I just had to sit through. Uh, my
I
name's
only had
Drew.
I only had one eye on it, so it was okay. It was like,
It's literally just it was terrible tonight.
if I'd
Wasn't
have had, it would have been like staring into the sun if I'd been watching it with two eyes and my undivided attention. Like you're not supposed to do it, and then you start doing it, and it's like, oh God, my eyes. You ever done that?
yeah. My eyes? I think my eyes did burn at some point tonight.
Your poor retinas.
So,
Hi,
hi, hello
we're
everybody.
here.
We're here. We're
Tweer.
here. We're here.
Here, we're tweer.
Which we are.
Yeah, that's
We haven't said that in a while.
And then they'll be happy.
Yeah.
Happiness
My name is
except for that.
Drew the Tweer, and the other guy, his name is Alex the Tweer. Say hello, Alex the Tweer.
Hello, Alex the tweer.
That doesn't work when you do it.
I know. I just wanted to be a dick.
But that you're very good.
Oh, well. I'm great at that.
So
All right,
tonight,
well.
with the show, tonight's show happened. Yeah, there's not much that I don't remember much of it already, which is what usually happens on Mondays. And pretty much, God, how the hell do we do this?
I remember only liking one thing on the show.
I remember liking two things, and actually, one of my two things is not the thing that you even liked. So, what?
Well, that's good. I guess there's two things I liked. I liked Jericho because Jericho's just been very good, and I liked the cruiserweight, everything cruiserweight, but especially. Let me just get into this because this is my overall bone to pick with the show tonight. You had Charlotte and Sasha Banks having their moment, and like this was like you get in theory what they were trying to do. Like Mick Foley, like you guys don't get it because you've never done it, but look at how bad and fucked up my body is, and this is what you're getting for. And I mean, first off, no, they're not. They're not going to fall off the cage. So. Let's say that. But there is some real emotion there that you can be like, okay, cool, they could actually make something of that. Well, they didn't because the fucking acting was just shit from all three of them. Charlotte was just doing her meh, 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 yelling. That's how it sounds to me. Mick Foley's...
You know what that's called? That's called vocal fry, by the way.
Vocal fry?
Presidential hopeful Hillary Clinton has that same type of a cadence where her voice goes like this.
Well, that's great. I knew there was like fry is like a singing term for like, when they add some oomph to a note. It sounds a little raspy. That's what that is. But yeah, I didn't. No. So Charlotte wasn't impressive tonight. Mick Foley was not impressive tonight because it just felt cliche and stuff. And Sasha was okay, but then she had her moments where I'm just like, Sasha, chill, girl. Like y'all are trying to like ramp this. You're trying too hard. That's what it felt like. Those two were trying too hard. And the acting came off bad. And what could have been a good segment wasn't a good segment.
And it only
let me pair that with the part that I did like. I liked.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, let me get this out real quick because this is my theme of the night. The acting that I thought was phenomenal tonight was T.J. Perkins and Brian Kendrick in their backstage segment after Brian Kendrick lost to Rich Swann in their match. That was a good match. Cruiserweights did great. I just wish there was more than one cruiserweight match, but I digress. Brian Kendrick didn't oversell it. He just, TJ, I need you. I need this, man. I need you to lose for me. Like you can win it back. That's cool. But if I don't win it this time, it's over for me. And he's got his head down and he's not looking at TJ and he's just, it's almost like he's ashamed of saying it, but he's not overselling it. He's not just, oh God, TJ. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that's how it felt like Charlotte and Sasha and Rick, or not Rick, Mick were tonight. And it's just stop, man. And like, ugh. So I may be more happy about the cruiserweight match than anything else on the Hell in a Cell pay per view. So that's, um, yeah. I do want to ask you something in a minute, but yeah, what do you think of that and those two segments and just the show in general and what
Uh,
stood out to you?
I want to start with the little women's thing there.
Okay.
I believe that the women's revolution was supposed to actually mean that women were supposed to evolve from what it used to be and kind of just be completely different and great and be a wonderful thing to watch. But uh, the only thing, there are two purposes of that contract signing. One was to get Mick Foley over, apparently, and
I
two
guess.
was to let us know that someone might leave in an ambulance on Sunday because someone back might break.
I don't know if they'll have time to get them to the ambulance. Um, I get the theory, like the idea of Mick being out there is obvious. Like they're thinking, oh, this is like a really noticeable person who had a really bad injury from a cage match, and like it brings credence to their match. I get the thought of that. It does not. In practice, it does not, because then it's just about Mick Foley. So I don't think it was intentionally to get Mick Foley over. It was just
Oh no, not
like,
intentionally get him
no,
over.
it's just you can tell it's them bullshitting in a room. Like, God damn it, we'll put Mick out there and it'll be great. And like, no, no. If you put any thought into this, no, like, no. And you know, Mick wants them to get over so hard because he loves these women. But the best way it could have been done, this is the best way it could have been done, is you have them have their thing. Um, don't do a contract signing. Let them have their confrontation, and have Sasha say something like, "I don't care, Charlotte. I will do whatever I have to beat you. I do not care. Like you think I'm afraid of this cage? I'm not." And like, she's putting it up like, I will sacrifice everything, and everyone else's natural inclination is like, Sasha, don't. We already know how bad you are at getting hurt. Please do not get hurt. And then what you do after that is you have like Mick Foley backstage pull her aside, say, "Look, I respect all that. Do not do that. That is an awful idea, Sasha. Like, I need you here for a while, and you can't just go and destroy yourself like that." And that's where you can get Mick over in a backstage, or let Mick put someone else over in the backstage segment where he says, "Look at me. I had that mentality. Look what happened to me. Don't do that. Be smarter than that, Sasha." And it it creates a little bit of a, okay, so now Sasha has a mental decision to make, right? So it creates some kind of intrigue there instead of just, we're yelling at each other and Mick Foley's yelling and now Mick Foley's crying and then now Charlotte's yelling. It's just, I don't know, man. Like that just,
It was
there's no thought in giving the characters something to think about going into a new show. Like that's, if you do it my way, which I'm just coming off the fly, the fucking fly, Sasha basically says what she says tonight, but then she has that moment of like, oh shit, Foley might be right. What do I do? And it creates some intrigue going into the show because now we got to figure out what Sasha's going to do. You know what I mean?
yeah. There is no intrigue on this show.
The only one, and that's why I love the Kendrick and TJP thing, because now TJP's like, what the fuck, dude? You're asking me as a competitor to let you win? Like, when was the last time you heard somebody in WWE ask for someone to let them win? That's interesting. That's different. Now TJP has this mental dilemma. And, like, at the same time, it's obvious Kendrick's trying to get in his head, and he may have just gotten into his head. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was all right. I was kind of like, that I see why you liked it, but I didn't really like that as much because I I mean it was kind of just too obvious for me, I guess, that it was just trying to get into his head. So it wasn't really intriguing to me
Well,
to
I
look forward
think
to the match.
yeah, I understand. I understand that. I think the big thing is everyone, you're supposed to know he's fucking, like, he's a fucking liar. Everyone should know that. It's just TJP's like, shit, though. Like, because I did used to know him for a long time, and he did used to be a good guy. And, like, fuck, what do I do? So you can empathize with him, even though you're totally on his side and like, fuck you, Kendrick, you're lying. And now you're
And
rooting for TJ not to succumb to that that mind game, you know?
most of the time, I don't like it when things are obvious, even though like it's obvious for storyline purposes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just don't like that. I just want it to be. I want it to be like how, and one of the things that I liked tonight, I want it to be like Owens in his backstage promo with Tom Phillips, where he completely went against the normal Owens promo and didn't address Tom Phillips at all or call him any funky name and went straight for the heart of what Hell in a Cell is about. And man, that promo sold me on his match alone.
I mean, I don't even remember it.
That's just terrible.
No,
How
I
could
mean,
you? How could you not
it
remember?
just it's just different strokes for different folks. Like it didn't stand out to me.
I mean, I don't remember the words because, like, I
No,
don't.
but like I don't remember being moved anyway by Kevin Owens's promo. I feel like this is the question I wanted to ask you was, do you feel like uh it ruins the atmosphere of Hell in a Cell when you have three matches of it?
I think it ruins the atmosphere that they're all being called main events.
I know you hate that. That doesn't bother me. I don't give a shit what they call a main event. It doesn't matter to me. Um, they can call every match the main event. I don't give a fuck because it doesn't change how I feel about stuff. What changes the way I feel is how they book it, and I want to recognize WWE for trying. They tried. They tried tonight. They gave all three of the Hell in a Cell matches had different types of builds. You had the strictly promos for Rusev Reigns. I don't know if that was a great idea, but I get it. They were trying to keep Roman from
Getting
like
booed.
I feel like they're getting the criticism and they're trying new stuff. I just don't know if they're doing it the right way. But so credit, they tried, right? I just feel like when you have three Hell in a Cell matches, it ruins the women's moment. It ruins the what could have been for the women, right? Um,
I don't
it
think
make,
so.
I think it does because I would have felt way bit more like I would have been more willing to go along with the Foley contract signing if they were the only ones in Hell in a Cell. I feel like I'd have been like, okay, but now it's just like they'll fight. It's fine. I don't need this. I don't know. I don't know.
I
It's
feel
just,
like the way, I mean, this is a gimmick pay per view. Gimmick pay per views, I feel like, I mean, we're getting this next month with Survivor Series. We're going to have a tag team Survivor Series match, a main men's Survivor Series match, a main women's Survivor Series. I mean, it's gimmick matches, I think, deserve to have basically not, I mean, not all of the matches, but I would say two to three of what that gimmick is for that specific pay per view. Because you'll have a fast lane come around in February, and that's not a gimmick pay per view. That's where you have like your
you start to build it back up.
yeah, and Royal Rumble is a gimmick pay per view, just one match, and it's I'm completely fine with it. You got the TLC coming after Survivor Series.
It's
That
just it's
that
just
doesn't bother me.
when you have SummerSlam. After SummerSlam, you just take a break until December. Essentially, it's just none of it matters. And it just sucks because I am not happy with the Kevin Owens storyline. I'm not happy with how they're booking Rollins. I'm not happy with the Brock Lesnar. Like, first off, the Brock Lesnar thing was totally forgettable. Like, first off, Lesnar, the only reason anyone cares about your match is because of Goldberg. No one cares about you. It just feels so directionless. Like, I don't know any of the motivations for, and that was one of the big things tonight too. Is Kevin Owens. It reminded me when he hit that pop-up powerbomb on the apron. Yeah, even Heyman was shit on that promo. Thank you, Daniel.
Heyman's been shit for quite a while.
Yeah, and people don't like to admit it. It's not. I don't know if he's been shit. He's just done the same old shit.
Which is
and
shit.
It's just like I don't care about Lesnar. So you're painting this picture of why I should care, but I debunk your theory of why I should care. That's what Heyman's always been really good at. Is he tells you why you should care. The problem is, despite that, I don't care. So you need to find a new avenue for this. This doesn't work for me.
And they just left.
Yeah, and they just left. It was just dumb. And Goldberg will be back next week. Great. Wonderful. Love it. So happy.
Game of ping pong. Goldberg, Brock. Goldberg.
Why would he be back?
Goldberg, Brock.
They did nothing. They did nothing to warrant Goldberg being back. I don't know.
The game. That's it.
Yeah.
This is all about the game.
I don't know, man. It's just I don't know what to say about this show, man.
And Daniel Price, Brock will not lose.
No, he won't lose. They said there's no chance he loses. I've read that. And they're also saying, but we want to bring Goldberg back. Well, why do you even want Brock? He's not. No one gives a shit about Brock Lesnar. I wanted to say this. This is the only thing I really have left to say is just on Kevin Owens, right? One of the most talented wrestlers on the roster, undebatable in every avenue. He's so good at everything. When he hit that pop-up powerbomb on the apron to Seth Rollins tonight, it reminded me of what made him so fucking cool when he first debuted. Like, he was already cool in the Indies, right? But when he debuted on NXT, he was booked as this violent guy who just changes the fucking landscape of anything ever. He hits that powerbomb, you're out for weeks. And he's going to take your title. And if he doesn't like you, he hits that pop-up powerbomb, and you're out for weeks because he doesn't like you. And then he hit this point where he got into WWE and got called up, and he just didn't do anything interesting. And he just got lost in the shuffle like everyone else. And it's just, tonight he finally brought it back out, but I didn't even, like, I've lost the condition to think you're awesome, which is shit. The excitement's gone. And I want to feel excited for Kevin Owens because I love him as a wrestler. And I just didn't. And it sucks. And I don't know what to say.
Well, what I do have to say is, if anyone wants to really know how to be a real heel, just look at Negan from Walking Dead.
Who?
Negan.
Oh, Walking Dead. Oh, I don't watch that shit.
Because that's a very popular actor playing a very, very evil character. And boy, do I hate that character after last night's show. And boy, and even though that was a gut-wrenching, heartbreaking episode.
To all you stupid Walking Dead fans, welcome to the world of Game of Thrones fans.
Yeah,
get over it.
Nobody cares about Game of Thrones.
You haven't had like 10 of your favorite characters die in one episode before, so get over it.
Because our show, it puts more effort into the characters.
Oh, sure.
Instead of somebody just ringing a bell and going,
Sure. That's, first off, that is not how that went. You don't even know how that went. Oh my god. Okay, so let me tell you about this the shame thing, right? I'm going to give you the brief synopsis, and this is going to tell you so much about character design that WWE's doing wrong. No, we're doing this. No. You said it. You made it happen. We're doing this.
But I
So
wasn't talking about Game of
essentially what
Thrones.
happened is the Lannisters took over King's Landing, right? And they've had it for pretty much the first couple seasons. What happens is one of their plans comes back to bite them because they're trying to control people, and they end up giving power to this religious fanatic who kind of takes everything fucking over and arrests Cersei because she's a fucking tool, and he's like, nope, you're in jail. And so she had to repent of her sins and take a walk of atonement, and that's where the shame came from. And even though she had to do that, she was all the while planning revenge, and that happened in this past season where she blew every fucking person up in King's Landing, killing thousands. So, you're welcome. Hi, Sparrow. Thank you, Daniel Price. Not alone in my Game of Thrones fandom.
I am going to go get my barbed wire baseball bat.
Dude, Marjorie died, and I'm still sad. Belated victory. The last season wasn't what the first couple were, but that's okay. When she bombed the entire city, it was like, oh, okay, there's Game of Thrones. But they're saying this next season is going to be great, so I'm excited.
Does your show get renewed for a new season before the season starts on television?
Absolutely.
You're a liar. Give me the evidence.
I'll find it. Give me a sec.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'll start talking.
I think Game of Thrones has more viewers than Walking Dead.
I think many shows probably have more views than Walking Dead because Walking Dead is just, one little TV show. It's better that, it has its own select group of fans that truly appreciate it and not some dick like you.
It's only shitty fans.
You're not bringing me down, okay?
I don't have to. Your dude's got bludgeoned with a baseball bat, so I think you're already pretty down. And if you're not down from that, this show did it.
And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you.
This one's for you. You want it? You got it. The golden truth. What's up?
That was a lot of words. I was just said 2 words.
I know. Like I just wanted something cringeworthy, and instantly golden truth came in my head. God, they had a golden truth tonight. They had fucking Puerto Rico pussies, whatever their tag team name is. They had
Dana.
I think Titus was out there. Yeah, Dana Brooke doing a fucking arm wrestling. Come on, man. What am I supposed to give a shit about?
And if Bailey is in the ring and that gets boring, Chance, you've fucked up.
No, they got this is stupid chance.
And boring.
Yeah, and I think they've done that exact segment before. Which is stupid.
With arm wrestling?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did it in the 2000s. I think it was Cena and Kurt Angle or someone like that.
Well, shocking that they go back into the well to get the shittiest stuff and put it back on television. Yeah, so most of the show was terrible.
Cena versus Mark Henry, Kane versus Mark Henry, Mark Henry Rusev.
What are you repeating?
Whole bunch of arm wrestling contests that have happened in the past. Yeah. Just simple Google search.
What was the other thing that I liked on the show? I forgot because of your Game of Thrones.
Oh, damn. Walking Dead doubles Game of Thrones viewership. Fucking 24 million people still like zombies. You weirdos.
Wonderful.
You weirdos.
That makes me...
You stupid idiots.
That makes me feel so much better. That made my night, actually.
You know what, all you Walking Dead fans? You know what you guys get? Huh? You know what happens when you watch Walking Dead?
What happened?
You just made the list. Only good thing on the show. Only fucking good thing is Jericho.
Oh, Braun Strowman with the list. That's right. That was the other thing.
That's pretty good. Strowman was like,
"Say please."
Strowman's like, Sami Zayn is not on here. I wanted Jericho to pick the thing up and go, that's because you can't read. It's right here, page 4. Jesus Christ. Did Bray Wyatt teach you nothing?
Well, I mean, come on, you expecting him to learn from Bray Wyatt?
I mean, I don't know.
So very little was good, and well, I don't know if you heard, but there's a new streaming service. I don't know if did you hear this today?
What?
Flow Slam.
What? What is that? I heard Flow Slam and it brought me out of my reverie of whatever. What?
Flow Slam is a streaming service by the Flow Sports company, which is a company WWE invested in about a year ago, I want to say, or a little less than a year ago.
Flow?
Yeah, FLOSLAM.
Oh
Basically, what that is, and they have a website, flowslam.tv, is going to have the, I guess, events or pay-per-views of Evolve, Shine, Full Impact Pro. It's not TNA, I believe.
Yeah.
Full Impact Pro. And WWN Super Show. So basically, it's and it will also have WWE shows as well.
Sure.
So it's basically a big bloated WWE network, so to speak.
Christ. Yeah, I probably would rather watch Evolve. They're better. They've got to have better content than WWE. Blade Victory, you were asking, what did we think of Mick Foley? We kind of ran that at the start. We like it I liked it in theory, but then they had just a terrible segment that just kind of fucked up everything. But yeah, Hell Cell's not supposed to be a reward. And, oh yeah, they finally got to that. But they didn't do it well. So, par for the course.
Well, you know
No,
what,
you're good.
though?
You're
I do think that it's okay to think of the cell as a reward only because of its legacy. You know, like cell matches sometimes tend to be memorable. And
I guess it would be cool if you had one of them be like, this is a reward because this is my moment to really stake my claim in WWE. So yeah, it is a reward. Like in that kind of middle framing, yeah, okay. But I don't know, man. It's just not good. Just not that feud was not done justice tonight. Rusev Reigns was probably the one that was undamaged the most because they just didn't have much going on. The KO Rollins thing was weird. And then it ends with the pop-up powerbomb that just made me yearn for NXT Kevin Owens. I like TJP Brian Kendrick. And I liked Chris Jericho. I did like Sami Zayn and Strowman facing off. That was cool. That's got potential. They'll ruin it, but it's got potential at the moment.
Yeah, that was Sami Zayn and Strowman. That was I was interested in seeing more of that. So
that was cool. And I like Sami Zayn getting fired up because when he gets fired up, he just loses his fucking mind, which is great. When he won the NXT Championship, man, he cussed like 72 times. It was so awesome. And they cut it from the fucking network, which is sad.
Oh, and I think you just made the list now on a T-shirt.
Yeah, of course it is. Got to market everything. Got to sell everything. Can't just. I can't blame them for that. It's just
So the list.
When it rains, it pours.
The list is seen as a more positive thing to you than the glow.
Yeah, because it's stupid, and he's not doing now that he has gear, it's kind of dumb. But yes, it is. It is not a gimmick that's like all he's got. He's Chris fucking Jericho. He's got more than that. It's just something fun and silly he's doing.
I just bring that up to
I
just
know,
kind of
I know, but
poke
there,
at you a little bit.
I can tell you, like, I hate the glow because it is 100%. We need a new gimmick for Naomi, so we create something that is manufactured and marketed and stupid. Whereas Chris Jericho is Chris Jericho, and he makes his own thing. So, I don't know. Fuck this show.
Are you not entertained?
I'm not entertained in the slightest. I
Um,
don't know, man. I was hoping that the show was on Sunday. I'd forgotten about it. It is better in Sparkle Crotch. That's true.
Buckle crotch.
How are they not selling Sparkle Crotch underwear yet?
Oh man,
Oh my god.
that was fucking hilarious. I have to say, Sparkle Crotch was funny to me.
I mean, they should
I'm
sell those
chilling
like
now. I'm
rave,
sorry.
like for Naomi, if they want stupid shit for that gimmick, they should sell those rave gloves with the lights in them for the crowd to do it while she's making her entrance.
Well, she used to throw like armbands or something into the crowd at first. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened with that.
probably too expensive. I don't know.
Could have been like throwing fucking comics to armbands. Who just shit.
Yeah, man. I was hoping, like I said, I was hoping the show was this past Sunday because I was like, oh God, please don't mean there's another week of this bullshit. And hey, there's another week of this bullshit. What do you know? I feel like the show is going to get better when we get past
You
this
do?
fucking pay-per-view. Once we get past this
You're more
pay-per-view,
optimistic
I
than I
think
am.
so. No, I think it'll get better because they got to get out of this holding pattern. They have to. I don't know, man. Just fuck Raw. That's the reason why I
Hey,
only
that's
watched
not
it.
PG.
I
We're not PG.
what I would give for just something like something surprising to happen on Raw. Anything. I don't know, man. I feel like they had a thing with Finn Balor, and once Finn Balor got hurt, they were just like, well, shit.
Yeah,
They haven't tried at all.
they really just. I feel we were in such a high in that month before SummerSlam.
Oh my god, it was great, and they fucked it up.
Well, the
Oh,
non-babyface Seth Rollins fucked it up.
yeah.
Who is not a babyface, and I won't. I don't. I. You know what? I. This just goes to show you how awful they are at booking sometimes. He should have just turned face when it came back.
Yeah, but they like their thought of shades of gray, which makes them not have to actually give a shit about characters. They can just be like, "Ooh, we're just in a stage of gray," but like, no, you're ruining continuity. No, we're not. We're just in shades of gray. Fuck you, WWE.
Now, Seth just injured
Stupid.
Finn Balor and bragged about it, and we're supposed to cheer him all of a sudden.
Yeah. I mean, I'm never gonna cheer him again after that. Hurting my favorite wrestler of all time. Fuck you.
And you know, I'm not even like as obsessed with Finn Balor as you are, and I
But
still
you
want
know
to
he's
cheer him.
amazing, and like that's not something you cheer.
The only thing that I'm upset about is that I don't get to see his beautiful abs on TV until at least February.
Oh.
Come on,
Yeah.
they're beautiful. You know that.
This dude, he linked an Instagram post from his hair salon, whatever, over in Ireland that he gets his hair cut from, and the first three words they had was a picture of like the dude who owns that barbershop or whatever. It was a picture of him and Finn. And he was like, "Here's my bay," and I'm like, "Oh my god, you fucking! Oh, I'll never get my hair cut there." It's the worst. It was so dumb.
I tried a little bit of some sort of a Finn Balor-esque haircut not too long ago.
Yeah, no, it looked good. You sent me a picture.
Yeah. Maybe one day the world will know what I look like. Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe one day.
Maybe. I don't feel like buying a webcam, so fuck y'all. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, belated victory. I think, like, He's saying that Triple H is going to win the title from Seth Rollins and then give it to Roman and all that. Yeah, like that. That could totally happen. I do feel like the show will get better when we actually get into Seth versus Triple H. What I would love to see, this is what I would love to see. I would love to see Seth Rollins and Triple H have their feud, and they get to WrestleMania where it's clearly going to be Seth Rollins wins, right? And as soon as he starts to get over on Triple H, every single guy that Triple H has signed and vouched for in WWE, so like Finn, Kevin, Sammy, Neville, Hideo Itami, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, all of them just come beat the shit out of him. Say, fuck you, Seth. Stand in line. Get in line.
You know that Hideo Itami is injured again, right?
Yeah, but he's only injured until like December.
Okay.
He's not. He doesn't have to have surgery.
Breaking that to you.
No. I know. That poor dude.
Yeah, it's the Royal Rumble to SummerSlam time in WWE is the only real interesting time, and then SummerSlam after SummerSlam to before the Rumble is just nonsense.
Yeah. What I would do if I were them, I think the best chance of having Hideo succeed is when he comes back from this injury, just enough of the NXT stuff. Just get him on the main roster and have him kick the shit out of people, right? And have him just kind of work the mid-card but win everything. And as soon as Finn comes back, you can have him and Finn have their relationship kind of show up. And he's like, oh, hey, man, how are you doing? And all that stuff. And then they talk about, Hideo was one of the only people who ever beat Finn on NXT. And then, they're like, well, no one's beating him on WWE, so that's great.
What about,
and the whole point is to lead to Finn Balor turning heel on Hideo, reforming the club. Fun.
Well, that's wishful thinking.
And then you have Hideo team up with Cesaro. That'd be great.
Yeah, because what the hell is going on with this Sheamus bullshit?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Sheamus and New Day. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we should.
Oh, dude, how great would a fucking triple threat of... Let me make this triple threat for you here, huh? How about this? How's this sound? How about we have Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Carl Anderson versus Hideo Itami, Cesaro, and Shinsuke Nakamura. How's that sound? Sound pretty good?
Yeah,
sounds pretty good to me.
Pretty good.
What anything about to not talk about Raw, man. Anything not to talk about Raw.
Yeah, what's Luke Gallows out there? What's Luke Gallows doing?
Luke Gallows, probably just chilling. Just part of the group, but not in the match. Carl Anderson's a better worker. And he had a near, I think he had like a 4.5-star match with Shinsuke Nakamura in the past.
Please, let's not get into the star nonsense.
I know. It's subjective, and I don't agree with any of it, but I'm trying to say, like, they have a well-regarded match, he and Nakamura in the past, and that's worth putting him in the match.
Everything gets 5 stars from me. Just a bull.
5 stars.
Oh, yeah. Golden Truth and Mark Henry versus the other dweebs. 5 stars.
Oh, my God.
5 stars.
Just shoot all of them. Just shoot them all and get us out of the misery.
Bailey Dana arm wrestling. 5 stars.
Stop. I hate this show. The long game plan for Hideo would be to wait for Nakamura to be on the main roster murking people as Intercontinental Champion and then bring in Hideo. That would work. I mean, I would just bring in Hideo either as a cruiserweight or something, and just when he kicks someone, they sell the shit out of it. Like, he hits people so hard. And you put him probably on SmackDown where Daniel Bryan can put him over. I don't know.
Well,
there's clearly potential for Hideo if he can just get healthy. It's not over for him. It's just, I don't know.
It would be nice if SmackDown got its own cruiserweight division.
They said they were going to look into it.
And hopefully... Oh, you know what's interesting? I heard a rumor today that the James Ellsworth shirt is selling so well that WWE is considering signing him to a full-time contract.
People are fucking stupid. Who the fuck buys that shirt?
a lot of people, apparently.
Fucking idiots, all of you. If you bought that shirt, you're a fucking stupid idiot.
There we go.
I'm gonna one up Chris Jericho. You can put me on the list. I don't give a shit.
Well, technically, you're stealing his gimmick like I do usually.
I am one up.
I'll give it to you this time.
I'm adding to it.
Go ahead, put him on.
James Ellsworth is outselling Goldberg. Oh man, but it kind of it's silly and funny, but it also tells you where the crowd is now, and the fact that WWE doesn't understand that we like underdogs more than these big brute motherfuckers. Like, there is some like beneficial information there if they would just open their fucking eyes, but they've never understood that. So, like, that's why Sami Zayn could have a really amazing potential if you follow through on this Braun Strowman thing and do well with it. So
yeah, why don't you plug that thing that you're supposed to plug?
Oh yeah. Okay, so our buddy Chris Marshall, who's Gentrification, if you guys know him by that name, you get the point. He's our Smark City brother. He was at some bullshit in Arizona. He's been what's the Arizona shut up. I don't know the name. There's a wrestling organization out in Arizona that he's a big fan of, a local indie. I think it's Arizona Championship Wrestling. I could be wrong. But anyway, he met a professional wrestler this past. I don't know if he met him this past week, but he's been chilling with him on Twitter and stuff. Named Dom Vitale. And he got a chance to actually do a podcast with them that we're looking to have on our site. Or not our site. Well, I think it's on our site, but it's also on our YouTube in a day or so. We hope to have it up on this channel. But Mr. Vitale also, fucking Christ, where is it? I can't find it. He also has his own podcast, which is way more professional and awesome than ours, called the Nothing to Prove podcast. And he has some awesome guests on there. And we just wanted to plug it because he's a cool dude, and we really appreciate him talking to us, or Chris in particular. And we hope to get a chance to talk to some actual pro wrestlers moving forward, which would be great. You know, just even if you don't know them, just to kind of talk to them and stuff. They may not be household names, but just to understand business and delve into the wrestling thing. So we really appreciate him hooking us up. That was great. The Nothing to Prove podcast. You can find them nothingtoprovedpodcast.com. Go check that out. That'd be great. Appreciate it. Yeah. So we'll have that interview in a bit.
Yeah. The
please listen.
Promotion.
Please.
Yes, please, because Chris worked very hard on it. We're very
Chris is so fucking over the moon. He's lost his mind in our Twitter DMs, just like, oh my God. And just,
there were at least 1,000.
Humor him. But no, like, that's really fucking cool. I mean, that's amazing. But
yeah, and the name of the promotion is PHX Wrestling, by the way.
PHX Wrestling.
I'm trying to
Phoenix
something. I really don't remember the name, but I know PHX. I don't remember what it stands for, but yeah, there you go. PHX Wrestling.
And if you want to check out the dude that Chris has been buddying up with, rubbing elbows with, Dom the Bomb Vitale. Yeah, he's a pro wrestler. He's been doing it for 20 years.
Dom L Bomb, not Dom the Bomb.
But it says the Bomb on his official home of Dom the Bomb Vitale. L Bomb, you get the point. God damn it.
Well, that's his actual Twitter thing. You have to say it right.
Dom L Bomb is his Twitter handle, at Dom L Bomb. Jesus Christ, you're just a tool. You know that?
You have to say it right.
It was... his website said it the other way.
Well, what it says on our Twitter page is Dom L Bomb, so that's what I know. I'm sorry.
You're the worst.
I'm trying to make sure that you say this nice guy's Twitter handle right, and
Sure.
I'm the worst.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you are. I wasn't saying the Twitter handle.
What were you saying then?
I was just saying if you wanted to check him out, like if you Google search him, this is who he is. Oh my god.
I'm going to do this shit tomorrow. My God. Well, actually, tomorrow will be better.
Belated victory, I totally agree. That's exactly what I thought they should have done last week, but they didn't. And they've just kind of made me like I'm not even happy with the main event on SmackDown, and SmackDown's the clearly better show. Ugh. Hate this fucking. The worst thing about wrestling is the potential it has and when it's never realized.
You're very much into like that theatrical storytelling aspect of.
I'm in competent storytelling where people have motivations and people have things they have to think about. And there's a clear right way to do something, and when they don't do it, it pisses me off. Like last week. How the fuck do you warrant Ellsworth getting another win? He just like you're giving Dean Ambrose way too much credit. You're making AJ Styles look stupid. Just there is no reason why Ellsworth should be in the same ring as AJ Styles. The first time was a fluke. The second time he should have been pounded into the fucking dirt until he was out of blood to bleed.
Hey, he's over though, so something's
Yeah,
right.
and he would have been over if he got beat to bloody pulp because he's a jobber. That's his job.
Well, that's how he got over. But
I don't know, Mr. Victory, but I think he should go get. Dash and Dawson from NXT if he's going to do it.
All right, I've had a long day. I had to go into work today to prepare for a meeting that I had to give in an hour, and that was annoying. And I had to control children that I don't like controlling. I would rather punch in the face.
And you also saw fictional characters die that you care about.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. And Finn Balor is as fictional as Rick Grimes. So
no, he's not.
How about you just close us out here so this way I can press end broadcast and go to sleep. Okay?
I don't like you just acting like you said something so amazing and then just pushing it. Whatever. Thanks for watching the show. We're not happy with Raw. We know you probably aren't either. We'd love to hear you rant. This is a safe place. You can come here and bitch, and we're not going to call you Smark. We're going to say, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's all right there, big cat. We know. We understand.
That's right. Because, even though it says, even though Smark is in our Twitter handle, sometimes
someone bitched about that, and it was like, you don't get irony, do you, buddy?
Somebody today kind of mocked us a little bit, I want to say. And follows us, by the way. Follows us.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Just because he follows us doesn't mean he can't be critical. It's fine.
Yeah, fuck him.
Just fuck him. But it's part of the irony of having Smark City is that we are Smarks, but we're also trying not to be total dickbags about it. But we don't think Smark should be a bad Smarkle crotch. Oh, Daniel, you win. You did something better than Raw tonight.
That's wonderful.
Oh, my God. What's up, Smarkle crotch? That's totally what I'm calling everyone is a Smark now. Anyway, the point of us naming the site that and the YouTube and all that shit, Smark City, is because it's, on one hand, yeah, you're smart, but on the other hand, like that doesn't mean you have to be overly negative all the time. You can just be passionate about wrestling and be smart. And that means being really excited and happy when good things happen. It means also being bummed out when shows like tonight happen. Fuck you, Victory. Get that shit out of my timeline. Or my live streamed.
I hope that did not come out on live on the air. My snort just now, because that would be terrible.
What?
I just snorted from.
No, everyone heard that. Yeah, feel self-conscious. Ooh. Anyway, we're Smark City. I think we're done. Like, favorite, subscribe, comment, whatever. Just come chill with us. We'd love to chill with you. That'd be cool. You sound like a great person. You can find us at The Smark City, thesmarkcity.com. You're on our fucking YouTube. You get the fucking point. Another fucking shout out to Don Vitale. That was cool.
Yeah, and
Chris will have that shit on our fucking shit tomorrow or something.
Jesus Christ, do you have to fucking curse so much?
No, god damn it! Shut the fuck up.
Fucking Christ, man! You're just a curse machine.
And you're a bitchy machine, so get over it. That's why you got in trouble on Twitter. The dude was just tired of you bitching. Stop bitching.
Because talking.
I'm not bitching. I'm fine. I just cuss and drink, and we're good.
You just bitched about not bitching. I mean, come on.
No, I told you to just put a sock in it. That's not bitching.
Are you Mick Foley now? I have to put a sock in it? Jeez. Unbelievable.
Just end the show. What the fuck was that, dude? What was that?
I'm sorry. I tried to go somewhere with a joke. It just didn't.
You missed. Swing and a miss, just like the Chicago Cubs. All right, folks, we're out of here.